In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on May 18, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Cleveland Guardians vs. Chicago White Sox. In the second game of an American League Central affair, the Cleveland Guardians will visit Chicago to face the White Sox on Thursday at Guaranteed Rate Field. Chicago has a 15-28 record and sitting at 4th place in the division. The White Sox are 4-6 in their last 10. Meanwhile, Cleveland has slipped into 3rd in the division with a 19-22 record, going 5-5 in their last 10. Cleveland is 23-9 in their last 32 game threes of a series and 1-6 in their last 7 road games. The under is 6-0 in Cleveland's last 6 game threes of a series. Chicago is 11-22 in their last 33 games and 7-20 in their last 27 Thursday games. The under is 4-2 in Chicago's last 6 games. The over is 5-1 in these two teams' last 6 head-to-head meetings. The White Sox have won the first 2 games in this series, and they will be going for the sweep in this matchup. Cleveland has struggled to score runs all season, and they are second to last in runs scored in the MLB. Cleveland is starting Logan Allen, who has allowed 2 earned runs or fewer in 3 of his last 4 starts. Chicago is starting Dylan Cease, who has allowed 17 earned runs over his last 20 innings of work. Allen was a bit sketchy in his last start versus the Angels, but overall he hasn't been too bad lately with 7 earned over his last 15 innings. As for Cease, he had a bad start in Kansas City recently but bounced back with 6 clean frames against the Astros. In the Wednesday game, Cleveland got a tough outing from Battenfield, but the bullpen was solid overall. While Cleveland failed to win with their ace on the mound in the previous game, I still have optimism for Cleveland's success in tomorrow's contest. Logan Allen has yet to give up more than 3 runs in an outing, and while Cease looks to be back to his successful self, we have learned that baseball is somewhat unpredictable. Aces can have bad performances, hitters can come out of nowhere, and some events are so wild, you realize you've never seen it all on the diamond. I have faith Cleveland responds favorably to their demotion in the division with a gritty performance. While I don't expect Cleveland to score as much, I expect the bullpen to step up in crunch time and secure a victory for their club. Chicago's injuries and Cleveland's desperation make me confident in the Guardians and their chances of winning, so the Cleveland Guardians money line is our full game side pick. While the Guardians have scored over 5 runs per game in their last 3 games prior to this series, they are ranked 29th in baseball in runs per game at just over 3 runs per game. The White Sox come in at 22nd in baseball in runs scored per game. The Guardians have gone under the total in 9 of their last 11 games overall. The Guardians have scored more than 4 runs or more only once in their last 14 games, and Chicago has key players such as Eloy Jimenez on the injured list. Cleveland has hit the under in their last 4 of 5 road games and 21 out of their last 29 games overall, while Chicago has hit the under in their last 4 of 5 games overall. Both pitchers can produce quality starts, so I have confidence at least one of them will, and the bullpen will lock the opposition down. Both games in this series have stayed under the total, and I expect more of the same in Game 3. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. New York Yankees vs. Toronto Blue Jays. This Thursday night matchup features the final game of the 4-game series between the New York Yankees traveling to take on the Toronto Blue Jays at home. The Yankees took the first 2 games of the series, while the Blue Jays take the third and will look to split the series in Game 4. New York is 7-3 in their last 10 games overall and 4-1 in their last 5 games against a team with a winning record, while the over is 10-1 in their last 11 games overall. Toronto is 9-3 in their last 12 home games and 1-6 in their last 7 division games, while the over is 8-1 in their last 9 Thursday games. The Yankees and Blue Jays will play the final game in their 4-game series today in Toronto. The Yankees were shut out by the Jays yesterday in a pitcher's duel, and they only managed to get 3 hits in 10 innings. The Yankees have been pretty inconsistent on offense the entire year, and they face Jose Berrios, who's been great as of late. Berrios has given up 2 runs in each of his last 2 starts and is finally pitching consistently. He had a rough start to the season and was on the same track he was was on in his horrid past couple of seasons, but he has given up 2 or fewer runs in 5 of his last 6 starts. He's limited the home runs this year, which has been an issue for him in the past, and that's good news for him and the Blue Jays as they face one of the best home run hitting teams in the majors. Nestor Cortes will start for the Yankees, and he hasn't found the recent success that Berrios has had. Cortes is 3-2 but has a 5.53 earned run average and a 1.32 WHIP and has given up 6 or more runs in 2 of his last 3 starts. Unlike Berrios, Cortes has struggled keeping the ball in the ballpark recently, and while the Blue Jays haven't hit the ball out at the rate they have in the past, they are still very capable of doing so, as we saw in yesterday's 10-inning game, which ended in a walk-off home run for Danny Jansen. Even with the absence of Kevin Kiermaier and Vlad Guerrero Jr., the Jays are still a very dangerous team. Berrios is on a much better run than Cortes has been on recently, and the Blue Jays' offense is more dependable. Toronto got some big-time momentum after their walk-off homer on Wednesday and now get a favorable matchup to close out the series. I'm not the biggest Jose Berrios fan, but he pitches far better at home compared to his road split, and Nestor Cortes Jr. has had some serious issues away from Yankee Stadium this season. I believe that Toronto nabs the finale and leaves this series with a split, so the Toronto Blue Jays money line is our full game side pick. The Yankees bullpen has posted a 4.17 earned run average, 4.78 Fahrenheit IP, and 1.4 HR9 in the last 10 days and 45.1 innings of work, while the Blue Jays bullpen has thrown just 25 innings in that span, tallying a 4.32 earned run average, 4.46 Fahrenheit IP, and 0.7 HR9. It's hard to trust pitching in this matchup. Both lineups are loaded with dangerous bats, and the betting trends are suggesting the over. 5 of the Yanks' last 6 outings on the road and 11 of their previous 12 games overall have gone over the total. Also, the over is 11-4 in Toronto's last 15 contests at any location. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Dodgers versus St. Louis Cardinals. A pair of National League teams kick off a weekend series on the diamond in the Gateway City. The Los Angeles Dodgers are on the road as they open up a 4-game series with the St. Louis Cardinals Thursday night. Los Angeles played the rubber game of a 3-game interleague set with the Twins Wednesday afternoon. The Dodgers were beaten 5-1 in the middle game of the set Tuesday night. St. Louis played the rubber game of their 3-game set with the Brewers Wednesday night, looking to win the series. The Cardinals were knocked off 3-2 in the middle game of their series Tuesday night. The Dodgers swept a 3-game series at home in the first series between the teams this season, April 28th and April 30th. Los Angeles is 42-14 in their last 56 Thursday games and 60-23 in their last 83 game ones of a series. The over is 11-4 in Los Angeles' last 16 game ones of a series. St. Louis is 5-1 in their last 6 games and 6-13 in their last 19 home games. The over is 8-3 in St. Louis' last 11 Thursday games. Los Angeles is 5-0 in these two teams' last 5 head-to-head meetings. Temperatures at game time are expected to be right around 80 degrees with sunshine. That should help Los Angeles feel plenty comfortable. Overall, they are 11-9 on the road this season and 4-2 in their last 6. St. Louis has struggled at home thus far, going 7-14 with only 1 series won at Busch this year. The Dodgers are in full business as usual mode already, which is scary for the rest of the National League, while the Cardinals are trying to dig out of a massive hole that they've put themselves in. Los Angeles is winning with hardly any fanfare, and I can side with that every day of the week. They are 5-0 in their last 5 meetings with the Cardinals. Both of these teams come into this series playing very well, but the Dodgers have been the better team this season. Los Angeles has won 7 of their last 8 games, and they will be starting Julio Urias, who has allowed 2 earned runs or fewer in 3 straight starts. St. Louis is starting Adam Wainwright, who has allowed 4 earned runs in both of his starts this year against Detroit and Boston. The Los Angeles Dodgers are on one of those heaters, and getting in front of them probably isn't a good idea. Julio Urias is also enjoying a respectable season, while Adam Wainwright is still trying to find his footing as he's pitched just 10 innings. The price is more than reasonable, so the Los Angeles Dodgers money line is our full game side pick. Los Angeles entered Wednesday having seen the over post a 22-20-1 mark this season. The Dodgers are 4th in the majors as they average 5.35 runs per contest this season, and that number drops to an even 5 runs per game on the road. Los Angeles has an average total of 9.47 runs per game on the year, and that number rockets to 10.25 runs per contest on the road. St. Louis has seen the over post a 22-20-1 mark entering Wednesday's action. The Cardinals are 9th in run production as they put up an average average of 4.88 runs per contest, which climbs to a robust 5.57 runs per game at home. St. Louis has an average total of 9.62 runs per game overall on the year, and that rockets up to 10.76 runs per game at Busch Stadium. Urias pitches well, and after seeing 2 of the 3 meetings at Dodger Stadium fall short of the mark last month, lean towards a low-scoring affair here. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.